So my presentation today is going to be on litigation PR, which is a trend, a major trend, both in the United States and worldwide, on the use of PR techniques in the context. I expect corporations and their lawyers to acquire more and more sophisticated understanding of how PR can be used to both defend and protect their brands in the context of litigation and throughout the course of its litigation. PR should be sophisticated from how you approach a matter to the messages that you form to understanding what the crux of the issues in the litigation are, combined with what's going on the brand side is a very important part of accomplishment. Is helping major multinational brand name corporations navigate difficult and challenging PR issues in the litigation matters that they handle. The most complicated situation is when not only do you have a PR issue in the context of a litigation, one person versus another, but there are all of the ancillary and related audiences and constituencies that have to be included in the part of the matter. So it might just not be a business dispute between one company and another, but regulators might be involved, customers might be involved, vendors might be involved, employees might be involved, other interested parties like the financial and capital markets might be involved. So the most challenging engagements are ones that have multiple audiences, all of whom have different needs and need to be addressed. PR is a form of reputation management, but it happens in the context of a court case. So it is very much reputation management, but there is another very sophisticated level that lays on top of it, and that is an understanding of what happens in the courtroom and with pleadings and with judges and with juries and with disputes and with motions. So being able to practice in this area means having an understanding of the law and having an understanding of reputational issues. Social media is being used drastically and aggressively by plaintiffs' lawyers in the United States. So if, for instance, if Taco Bell is going to be hit with a lawsuit that claims that its tacos are not made of 100% beef, but 33% beef, the plaintiffs' lawyers, before they file that suit, will have an aggressive and strategic communications campaign, which will include a social media element to get the message out that consumers are not eating tacos that are made of meat. So the idea from the plaintiff's perspective in filing such a suit is to gain as much momentum and as much visibility, and social media is becoming one of the most important vehicles and silos to communicate those messages. How is social media playing a role inside? I suppose it might taint a jury pool. So if people are talking about particular cases or issues that are the subject of a case, judges and juries and lawyers might be best served to ask potential jurors if they've ever tweeted or read anything on Facebook or seen anything on Twitter about a particular issue. So to that extent, it can affect the way that people think about. I think the biggest change has to do with the mode in which we're communicating in social media context. No longer are there top-down communications where people can just control their own messages and put it down as if they would want. They really are increasingly taking feedback from the masses up, and that is in turn creating a much more transparent and appropriate communications platform for everyone. So it's changing in the sense that communications through social media and other means are becoming more transparent. With technologies coming out of China and things happening progressively in India, that American dominance is not what it used to be, and I think that people in our generation, my generation, are sort of understand that the world altogether is moving at a faster pace, and America is not the dominant force that it was today, and I don't think that that's such a bad thing. Litigation PR is fun for me. It's something I'm passionate about. It's something that I think is incredibly valuable. It's something that is incredibly important for everyone to understand, and at the end of the day, it's how I make my living, and I'm happy to report that I have fun doing Davos to experience an international perspective on communications. Obviously, being in a place where the World Economic Forum has made its mark, it's become known as an intellectual center of the world, and I came because I thought that there would be other very bright communications professionals from around the world that could share perspectives and I could learn from, and I did.
Okay, if you could please, right now, what would it be?
Having fun and learning a lot in Davos. I wish the forum much success in the future. I hope that its work during the past several years in laying the foundation for a platform that sophisticated communications professionals around the world can come to share ideas and experiences can grow, and it can become a much more prestigious and well-known organization in years to come.